Shalom, 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 all of the righteous of Israel. Uncle V here, Brother V, down here, Straitway, Georgia, as you saw, our monarch. And here we go again, y'all. Here again, just to bring some truth to all of the lies that have been spoken. First off, we have this deck here. It has been purported, Elder Rufus at the time and the brothers of Straitway built this deck. The way I understand it, we can only say we when everyone that's in the description has put hands to the deck, the building of it, that is. Myself, being a deck builder, and the brethren, I'm leading the job, and the brethren, we built this deck. Elder Rufus at the time, he was just the material man. He brought the things that I needed to me and the brother to build the deck. That's all his part of it was. Pastor Dowell and Brother James came down and built the framing of the roof. And then myself, Brother Mike, we finished it off, we sheeted it, and we shingled it. That's how this part of this trailer that was laid here, dropped here, that's how this part of the job got done. Now, with that being said, we're gonna move over here to the other side, just past the house, so I can show you another project that myself and the brother put together. Alrighty, so here, this is a 12 by 32, 2-bedroom, 1-bath home that myself and the brothers built. Again, it's been purported that, as in Elder Rufus and the brethren built this. The we is not a part of the projects. Any of these projects going forward that I'm talking about, we are not a part of it. Straitway's brethren are a part of it. Elder Rufus at the time did not lend a hand to build none of this. His concern was he just wanted to be built. That's what his ideas was, and we just executed. There was no we in it. Myself, heading up the job, because I am the master builder here in Georgia, I was sent down here in 2014 to do exactly these type of jobs, to build up the community and make houses, and just like the book says in Jeremiah, build you homes, plant gardens, maintain until I return. So that's what I was sent down here to do. Myself, again, myself and the brethren built this, not Elder Rufus. So now we're gonna go to another piece of property that we built, that we bought and built on it. First off, this house right here is a house we purchased for about $58,000, $59,000. Gutted it as far as the living room area and remodeled it, made it into a kitchen, open living room space. Myself, the brethren, Michael Israel, and the Saints of Florida, and a couple other brothers, the brothers from Clarksville, they came down, all into hand, and remodeled it. Me and the brethren, I headed up the project of these jobs, and that's how this house came to be. I moved into it and maintained it. Right next door is a lot that came with the house. It was such a big lot, we decided to build a multi-purpose building on it. Myself and the brethren, at the time, Brother Brent, Elder Mitchell, Deacon Josh, and a couple other brethren, we came and started doing work on this. The brothers of Straitway purchased this, myself and the brethren. At that time, Elder Rufus was not working, bringing in any money. Strictly on the brethren. Now the building itself, after we got the slab done, and Elder Mitchell, Brother Brett, Brother Josh, and the brothers here Straitway, after doing the bottom part, the black part, the brick, we began to build up. With that being said, Elder Rufus did not lay a wall at all. He put his hands on a couple blocks and he gave up because it took him too long to do a corner. Facts. In the process of doing a block, my back went out on me, I was down. But that does not mean he stepped up and took my place. You can ask any other brethren, and we can get a testimony of these brothers that will tell you he stood around with a towel, sweating, doing nothing, pointing the finger, giving orders. That's not considered you being a part of the build. That's just saying that you directed traffic, but you did not do anything. He would always say to me, Pastor Dowell want me to do this, but I ain't gonna do it, which speaks to how lazy he was. He was thinking that I can lead just by pointing the finger. I don't have to actually do the work. So after we did the block, myself and a brother, some of the brothers from Alabama, they came in. Brother Jonathan, Elder Jonathan now, had a friend of his, he grew up, did the HVAC, They did all the AC and all of that. But other than that, myself and the brothers, we stick framed the walls, the roof, the partitions of the bathrooms. We did all of that. Again, Elder Rufus didn't do a thing. He just provided the funds that we gave to him to buy material to get it done. We're gonna go to the next project. Right behind it is two projects that came along. After we purchased both of these properties, all of this was one piece of land. We put that shed back there, myself, James, Mike, with the resources that was given to us by Brother Jonathan, Elder Jonathan now. We built that and put it together for storage. This one here up front next to the tank is a freezer building that we built. Brother Jonathan and the brethren, Brother Jonathan led this job. Again, Rufus didn't do a thing with the blocking or the roof. And all the brothers will attest to this. That's another project that he keeps saying we. I don't understand this we, knowing his black ass ain't French. So why are you trying to speak French? Hallelujah. So we're gonna go down the street to another plot that myself and the brethren put money in to purchase. And then brethren from around the Straitway communities all came down, put in a hand to build this house. It's crazy the way people talk. You can make a video, and just because you're in the video doesn't mean that you put a hand to doing any work. That just means that your presence was there. And anybody in the community, the ministry that came down to do work will attest and tell you. He always wanted to run and get material. He would always point the finger and say, do. He might pick up 3-4 blocks, and then he on the side wiping the sweat off his brow. The man is lazy. He don't want to do nothing. And still to this day, even after he left the ministry, he still ain't doing nothing. Hallelujah. But we coming up on this piece of property here. In the video, he said the triangle piece of property. This is what we used to call a little house on the prairie, because it was an old house built back in the 1800s. We was going to try to restore it, but the foundation of the house was just too far gone. So my advice was to just tear it down and start over. So that's what we did. So again, brothers that were in the ministry saw fit that things was happening, work was being done, they came down to assist us. And that's another thing. What's this Southern Assemblies mess? I've never heard Pastor Dowell even mention anything about a Southern Assembly. This is something that Pastor Rufus, if that's what you want to call him now, put together on his own to separate the ministry in half, like Jeroboam and Rehoboam. Sound familiar? This piece of property here. Pastor Dowell himself came down with a bunch of the brethren from all around. He put the all points bulletin out for the brethren to come down and get some block experience building with block. He headed it up and we built this 40 by 80, if I remember correctly. It's a 40 by 80 block building. Brother Jonathan at the time, he came down and helped out, and he was on-site foreman when Shepherd and the brethren had to leave. So Brother Jonathan and myself, we got together and we started doing things. More so, Brother Jonathan, I was just pretty much input, his helper. So the brother and I, we came down, we built all the trusses. We built all this roof system. Only thing that we didn't do is put the shingles on it. He hired a roofing company to come and do the shingles. All of the inside, the interior walls. I'm not gonna go in it because we don't own it, but ain't no more trespassing signs. So I guess we could actually go in, but just a quick shot. Like I said, I'm not going in. You can see all the walls, all the electrical has been ran in this building. Well, now it's just been a ghost town since then. Someone tried to purchase it. I don't know if they did, but they're not doing anything with it. It's a ghost town. And I don't think anything is going to be done with this until Yah allows it, once we resolve the situation. Hallelujah. But this is why I believe that Rufus was envious and jealous of our shepherd, because he can come down here, he can make a phone call, and he can have brethren come down and assist to make progress, to continuously live the book like we're supposed to, and build, raise gardens, and maintain until the coming of the Messiah. He couldn't do this type of thing. That's the purpose of him trying to split up the ministry so he can have control of said part of the community where he had control over the brethren to do the things that Pastor Dowell could do. But again, This guy didn't want to build. He didn't want to put his hand to the plow and build these structures like the book say. Too lazy. I'm not Pastor Dowell. He want me to do this, but I ain't gonna do it. He been saying it for years. I'm just debunking all of the lies, again, that he's putting out. Last but not least, I'm gonna go over here to Mama Jaja's house and possibly these other little plots of land that we bought that he's claiming that he had put hand to, but never has. So we're gonna break right now until we go around the corner. All righty, bless you well. Now we are at 78 William Street, the house that Pastor Dowell personally came down and paid for. Straitway Truth Ministry actually bought and purchased this house. So at the point that we got the keys to the house and now we're owning it, we went inside, we totally gutted it. Tore out everything on the inside, the floors, the walls, redid the roof, and we changed the floor plan. This is a contribution or a collaboration, should I say, of Straitway, Elder Becker came down, Pastor Dowell came down, the Brethren of Georgia, and a couple of other odd brothers from other communities came down and put hands on this. Now, again, I must reiterate, Elder Becker, Pastor Dowell himself, and some of the other brethren surrounding communities and Straitway, Georgia, all came and put hands to this project, while Rufus stood around, barked orders, pointed the finger, and directed traffic. He would not even lift the board. The only thing he did help with, I had to go buy a 22-foot LVL. He helped us bring it into the house, and that's about it. But Elder Becker came down and did the electrical work for the electrical panel because the city had to come and inspect that. So it had to be top-notch A1, done by someone that know what they're doing. So Elder Becker came down. He stood beside Elder Becker and pretty much kept him company while Elder Becker did the work. So this, myself and Elder Becker did the electrical. It's a bunch of crapola. Then Elder Becker came down and did the plumbing. Now the electrical part, he sent me the schematics of how to run all the wiring in the house. I myself personally, with another brother or two, we ran all the wires and did all the electrical around the house. He did nothing. Drywall, flooring, kitchen. Again, I'm the master builder down here. Myself and the brethren, we did all the working on the inside. Brother Jonathan, Elder Jonathan today, he came down and did all the tile work in the master bathroom. So he did a beautiful job, excellent work, because he's a professional as well. He took care of that. I did the community bathroom, the other bathroom that's out here. And we put in new windows, new screen door. Of course, we made some upgrades to this. This side of the T111 panel was coming apart. So we redid this work, got it caulked up and painted. As you can see, it's a job well done. Again, we replaced all of these windows, and we got some windows here in the back that we replaced. This middle window is the second bathroom, the community bathroom. As you can see, the block work under it looks different because it was a bigger window. I myself personally laid these blocks to build it up to the opening that we needed for the windows. Again, we did all the soffit work, redid it, and got everything prepared to put it on the market. So now we're gonna go to the next couple pieces of property and point that out. We are on site, y'all. This is not computer generated of what the property looked like. You seeing the property live for what it is. Over there, beyond the trees, this is the backside of the multi-purpose building. To the left is the wooded area that we purchased as well. Now, why am I stating that? Because as we go forward, I'm gonna show you these other plots on Reynolds Street that were purchased. This wooded area right here to the right, we purchased this as well. All of this we purchased. Now, unbeknownst to us at a later date, this piece of property right here, he purchased with ministry money and tried to sell it, do a quick flip on it without anybody noticing. But anything that's done in the dark will be brought to the light. This is the plot of land that we bought where we were going to build the Single Brothers Barracks. As you can see, we dug the foundation and we did the first course of block, and which Rufus had nothing to do with. He just pointed fingers and barked orders. And now we're rolling up into the main house. Out of all the videos and everything that has been purported on these podcasts and videos, and said person running out to the public to air out ministry business, which is really unlawful. I told you all, every time you make a video spilling lies, that I will be right there in the background, coming out to bring out the truth as an eyewitness account, because I've been living here 10 years. Again, I'm the master builder here in Georgia, sent down here by Pastor Dowell to do just that. I built as the head builder down here in Georgia, with the brethren, teaching the brethren the skills that I have acquired over the years, showing them how to do just that so they can take over the building process and go anywhere and learn more skills, but giving them the basics of the building process. Again, can you really say that you had a house built and someone else did the work for you, even though you financed all the materials and everything? Can you really say you built this house, or did you contract someone to build a house? That's basically the baseline understanding of what Rufus did. These hands did all the building. He can't say that. And if he does continue to tout that, he's a lie and the truth ain't in him. This brother V, y'all, expelling all the lies once again. Big ups to my shepherd, Pastor Dowell, and all the shepherds of the ministry and the elders and leadership. But most importantly, all praises to the Most High Yah. Shalom.